Hello guys, and welcome back to the Hardcore Vanilla server play series. Let's call it a series because it's actually this third episode, and if it's more than two, I think it's pretty much a series. But I guess this will be the last episode, or the final episode in this chapter, because we are fighting the Ender Dragon today, as you know, and you'll see in a while how it goes. If you are on Discord, then you probably know the ending already, but otherwise, stay tuned, and then you'll see how it goes. So here I'm just doing one final check around the base, thinking through if I forgot anything. Looking at what I have built and prepared and done, like a goodbye, so to say. Or because I might come back, or I might not come back. But I feel ready. I packed my bags. I've done my test runs on local worlds just to get a good feeling for it. So let's go. I have potions. I have gear. I have repaired. I have a new shield. I have done my enchants. I have an infinity power 4 bow. That's a nice one. I have a sword that actually has no sharpness. It's not a very good sword. It has looting, so I've used it a lot for that. But in this one, I'm actually fighting mostly with my axe, because I have a power 4 axe. Or sharpness 4 axe, which is a very good thing, because most of this fight is actually done in melee and not with a bow. And I mean, infinity is good to have. It's not required at all, because you don't need more than a stack of arrows, like, roughly. But now we're ready. I did my travel here. I have everything I need. Some of these potions are actually best to take in advance. Why wait? Because they are 8 minutes long. Hopefully the fight is over in 8 minutes, so you can drink them before, and then the slow falling is a 4-minute potion. So that one will need to be refreshed at least once, and then the regeneration, it's only 1.5 minutes. So it's not really worth drinking that in advance. It's more like good to have when it starts to get crowded. So platform wasn't too bad, a bit off. I could of course have just jumped, since I have slow falling. It's a very, very nice potion to have in this world. I really recommend it. Anyway, here we are. The fight has started, and as you can see, a big problem I have now in this fight is that the pillars are extremely tall. In my test runs or worlds before, I don't think I've ever seen so many pillars this tall. Anyway, I placed down a cake because I figured that food will be required during the fight, and the cake is actually a good way to quickly get some hunger, or remove hunger. But actually I forgot what I put it, and I didn't see it. I should have put it closer to this, to the Ender Dragon, I don't know what it's called, pedestal. Anyway, as you can see, I'm just trying out my axe, that I can reach the dragon from everywhere. And I think I read somewhere that if no one is near the dragon in this phase, he will kind of enrage or something, but I'm not sure about that. So, and just keep on the back side, because he will have some fire breath in the front. I don't think it's fire, but they are called fireballs. Anyway, climbing up and then have a slow fall to come down, extremely convenient, because these cages need to be opened. However, don't open them like I did. 2 is enough. You don't need to strike them because they explode and it hurt. but that was a mistake. But ladders, really convenient, because actually it might be good to climb up again on a pillar at a later, I mean, if I fall down or if I need to reach something else, it's quite convenient to have the ladder still there. And my usual problem, nice shot. My usual biggest issue in this fight is that I'm trying like to remember what pillars I've done. I would like to take them in some order so I know exactly where to go, but I usually forget that. I try in the beginning, but then I just forget which ones I've done, and you run all over and it becomes very unorganized. So instead I just try to keep an eye on where this healing beam is. I guess it's possible to kill the dragon without removing all of them, these healing, whatever they're called. But just to make things easier, it's not a big problem. If you've done like 5, then it's not a problem to do 3 more. I don't know the exact amount. So keep track of the healing beam, then you know which ones you still have. For example, here I can see that I have one up there. And the dragon is in the way for my shooting. Sometimes it's hard to get the angle perfect. Actually don't know what I did there. But I know I have a pillar over there that I need to get. I think I got it here. Yeah. So almost done. Might be one left, and that's on these really tall ones. I guess you can hit them, but for some reason I really just couldn't. Another thing is to keep track of your buffs. I have strength is important to keep up, because you will fight some endermen every now and then. You look at them by mistake. So keeping strength up, keeping slow fall up, I think those ones are the most important. Keep an eye out for where the dragon comes so it doesn't push you off the edge or something. I don't recall if that's the one. So another thing that can be good to know, yeah, look at this, how good it was to have a slow fall potion. Sword is good and all, but sword has a cleaving function, which means that you might actually, if you try to hit a dragon or a mob that has angered, then it can actually be good to have the axe instead, so I don't hit an enderman by mistake, and they will of course rage. As long as you don't look at them or strike them, they will be calm and just be out of the way. So much easier. I think that was the last one. So now the real fight begins, to take down his health, or her health. I don't know the gender of this dragon. It's a bit slow, and most of them, even if I have a power 4 or bow, most of my damage comes standing on the ground. It's quite slow. If I would hit every shot, that would be quite fine. But I don't do that, so here comes the real damage. Hit the dragon in the belly, in the tail, crouch, I don't know. But as you can see, I took down like a third of the health in one round. And now I'm just trying to keep my buffs up, so I won't mess up, because I really don't want to die here. I mean, this is hardcore after all. And even if it wasn't hardcore, I have so much gear and preparations put into this. Here's another good example of slow fall being a good potion to have. I was actually very, very high up. Even if I had full health. I think I have feather falling 1 on my boots. But I think I would have died from that otherwise. So fighting the Ender Dragon, I recommend slow falling. I've said it several times, can't stress it hard enough. As this is hardcore, I think the difficulty of mobs is same as hard, which means the amount of health and how hard they strike and so on, but hardcore and hard should be the same as far as I know. Here I'm actually getting a bit, I don't know, not stressed out, but kind of eager to finish him. But I told myself, don't make any mistakes, don't look at the Enderman, just take it slow. Better to buff up and stay alive. You can see my aiming is a lot worse than it was before. So regeneration, buff up again, even if it's only 1 round left on the ground. Keep looking down into the ground as well. It's not, I think it's not a good fight. And that was quite fun. I got this achievement by mistake. I knew you can get Dragon's Breath by feeling when a dragon is on the pillar or pedestal and breathes, then you have an empty bottle and use it. So by mistake you got that, but finally the dragon is dead, and this is my first time killing the Ender Dragon in hardcore. And doing that on a vanilla series or vanilla server is actually more fun than just kill it hardcore and modded or in a solo single player world. I know I've been quite solo, but it has still been fun to be on a server. It is a bit different, and it was fun to have a bunch of other guys of you playing with me for a short time. Some people died during the first 2 nights. But it was still fun. And thank you, Eldaria, for hosting the server. I really appreciate that. So I think with this, I'm cutting away the text. So this ends this short series. I will not continue on it. I will not continue playing and do other things. So we'll see what the next series will be. Anyway, I hope you had fun watching this very short series. 3 episodes, it's not very much, but I hope they had some quality and that you learned something, or at least was enjoyed. So I see you in the next one, I guess. Take care, and bye-bye.